What's good? What's good, YouTube? What's going on? How is everybody doing? How everybody trading week been? I guess, and I hope that we all did enjoy our trading week. I'm looking good as fuck. I'm high as fuck. I'm in the mood. It's a Friday. So there's gonna be a trade breakdown. I know some people gonna be fed up or they've had enough with trade breakdowns. I know it. I also know that like shit might get me tired if I was you, but to someone this is educational, someone will take something off of it and someone will gain something off of it. So without further ado, we're gonna just hop in and just see what happened, how we took a trade, why we executed, and we're gonna enjoy it. So we all know what we always trade, wifey. Wifey got the juice, wifey got the bag, wifey making moves, wifey making a nigga gain weight, wifey making a nigga happy. But that's not the case. So obviously looking at the structure from the 4 hour. So this this is not just like any other analysis which I always break down, which is strictly the hourly. It is strictly the hourly time frame, but we start off from the 4 hour. So we can see why we strongly had to take this trade. So just to start off from our outlook on the 5th, yeah, on the 5th, we were looking for somewhere right there for obviously because price had some type of head and shoulders retest to continue to the downside, which we did execute that signal, planning our trades and trading our plans. You can go check out the trade breakdown. So obviously, once price continued to the downside, we said we strongly continue bearish once price trades below the zone, right? Fact. So obviously, once price broke back in and gave us some sort of a double bottom from the 4 hour. What I was obviously waiting for was for price to either continue to the upside, retest above, and continue to the upside, right? That was my take. Yeah, I think my trading view is kind of slow. I don't know why. So obviously, once price pushed, broke out, broke back in, and broke out again with some sort of a double bottom. I obviously waited for what to confirm with a bullish close, retest above, continuation to the upside. You follow me? So obviously from there, I was done from the 4 hour. All I waited from the 4 hour, it was a London candle. It was the 4 hour candlestick to trade bullish. That will be my confirmation of a continuation to the upside. So from the hourly time frame, this is where everything happens. This is my whole time frame. Like I always hear some traders telling me, like, bro, how do you trade from the 4 hour, from the hourly time frame? How do you do this? How do you do that? Consistency. So obviously, once we had multiple week rejections, I could have took my buy right there, but obviously we all know what I was waiting for from the 4 hour. I could have took my buys from the multiple week rejections, right? But at the same time, I wasn't comfortable taking those buys because I was waiting for what? For a 4 hour retest above to continue to the upside. You follow me? So obviously now when obviously this happened, right? I I saw this London candle. Let me do this. Oh, yeah. When now price continued bullish, this was my TP, obviously. This was where I was going to take profit when we were bullish, right? When we were taking buys. But now, if you check, price quickly got there and rejected this very same level on pre-New York. On pre-New York, price rejected this very same zone with some sort of a double bottom pushed to the downside. So obviously, when sellers were stepping in, we buyers were also stepping in, right? Thanks. So obviously, once price came to this very same zone on our New York session, I don't like trading open sessions. I only fuck with the London Open session, 9 a.m., right? But most of the time, I don't fuck with the New York Open because price either gives you profit 10 times, or it takes you out real quick, you feel me? So obviously now once price came back to this very same zone, okay, I'm not done. Once price came to this zone, once price quickly pushed to this very same zone, all I was waiting for all I was waiting for, it was for price to do whatever that it has to do and reject. Obviously, once it came there, I didn't care what happened from right there. I just instantly took my execution because of what I'm planning my trades and I'm trading my plans. You feel me? So once the 4 hour, well, the 4 hour candlestick was bearish at this time. You understand me? No cap. This candlestick was bearish. The 4 hour candle turned and became a bearish engulfing candle. I was a bit skeptical to take the buy, but at the same time, I knew that like I'm planning my trades and I'm trading my plans, right? I stick to that. So obviously, once this candle got right there, I didn't care what happened from there. I, I managed my stop loss in a great way. You feel me? So I put my stop loss below what zone? Below this zone right there. If you can check this whole zone right there, I had my stop loss below of it, but I was focusing mainly on this zones, this rejection zones. But I put it right there. So if price tries to break the zone, we might reject right there and continue to the upside, anticipating, right? So obviously, once it came there, I took my buys. That's when I took, no, I took one trade yesterday. I took one trade yesterday. Yeah, I took one trade. So once price reversed, boom, that's when we took our profit and we enjoyed our day. So I don't trade on Wednesdays, right? I'm trying to show you all something. I don't trade on Wednesdays, but I do show up on the charts, you phone. So on Thursday, I waited from what time do I start trading? I start trading 8 a.m. So from 8 a.m. all the way to 1600 to our London session, which opens on 1600 in Southern Africa, which is 9 a.m. in the United States. That's what I was waiting for, you feel me? And then that's what I took. I wasn't looking for much. I wasn't looking for less. This is what I always say. This is what I always speak of. And this is what I will always talk about. Nothing fancy, nothing hectic. There's no holy grail in this. There's no holy grail in this. This is what I always wake up to do. This is what I always wake up to do, you feel me? So we're going to see. This is just a trade breakdown. I felt like I did have to share this, you feel me, in correlation of what planning your trades and trading your plans. So that's all I got in this video. Happy Friday to the happy Friday to Circle of Traders and the team.